delayed checks for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Soraya, Dolores, Sean, and Evelyn. The four of them recently sent me emails because they took advantage of the 14-day free trial with the link right down below the video in the description or at the top of the comment section. It is pinned there as well from the sponsor right here on the channel, Aura, so they could go to work immediately protecting their personal information online from the scammers, the hackers, and of course the dark web, as well as identifying all the places that their personal information has already been leaked on the dark web. Now, the four of them did not send me any screenshots, but as I briefly tell you the details of their emails, I would like to share with you some screenshots that were sent to me by other people here in the community, including Patricia, Darlella, Brenda, and of course my screenshot as well. So check this out. Soraya sent me that email the other day, and she said she signed up for the 14-day free trial, and they found 6 places her personal information was leaked on the dark web, and she was very happy to know about this and the critical alerts right there, so they could go to work helping her clean that up right away. So again, huge shout out to Soraya. Thank you for sharing that information. Now, Dolores, she also took advantage of the 14-day free trial. When she did, they found 3 places her personal information was leaked on the dark web, and again, she had them go to work helping her clean all that up right away. So again, huge shout out to Dolores. Thank you for sharing that information. Now, Sean has a mess going on, almost as bad as my situation. Sean signed up for that 14-day free trial, and they found 21 places his personal information was leaked on the dark web. So Sean, thank you for reaching out with that information. I appreciate it. As I've shown you before in other screenshots, and I've told you in other videos, they found 30 places my personal information was leaked. So Sean, you're catching up to me. But seriously, I'm super glad that they are able to help you clean all of that up. Now next, Evelyn also signed up with that 14-day free trial with the link down below in the description or at the top of the comment section, and they found 7 different places Evelyn's personal information was leaked on the dark web with those critical alerts. So again, a huge shout out to the 4 of you. Thank you so much for reaching out with that information and of course, giving the permission for me to share it here in this video with the community. So again, you can see out there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and our personal information is out there. A lot of times we probably don't even know about it yet. So if you have not taken advantage of the 14-day free trial, make sure to use the link right down below the video in the description or at the top of the comment section, completely free for 14 days. In fact, check this out right here. When you use that link down below, it'll bring you to this page and you can clearly see it right there, $0 for 14 days. So again, risk-free for those 2 weeks. And again, a huge thank you to Aura for extending this exclusive 14-day free trial for those of you right here in this community, so you can sign up and see just how much they will find for you. Like I've said before in other videos, you will be completely shocked with how much your personal information is out there that we probably don't even know about. So use the links down below in the description or at the top of the comment section to lock in your exclusive 14-day free trial, or you can simply scan the QR code on your screen, which, by the way, if you want to snap a screenshot after you've signed up and send it over to me, I will feature it in an upcoming video, just like the screenshots I showed you here in this one, which, by the way, my email address, blindintro@gmail.com. Again, blindintro@gmail.com. Yes, I know that's a weird one, but yeah, that actually is my real email address. Anyway, one of my email addresses, I have multiple, but that is one of them that I primarily use. Anyway, feel free to send over screenshots and I will feature them in an upcoming video. All right, so let's quickly talk about delayed checks and what's going on here, because this is all over the headlines. Literally, I see it every single day with all kinds of things that are going on right now. And I know that many of you here in the community are relying on fixed income benefits administered by the Social Security Administration, wondering what is going on here. This is a mess. Are the checks going to be delayed? Are checks going to be stopping? Are checks going to be flowing? What is happening here? All right, so I want to clear the air on this whole thing because there's a lot of confusion out there, and literally, like I said, I see this every single day. And it's just like, why is there so much confusion about this? Literally everything you read on this, you get a different answer, okay? Well, let me break it down for you and let me set the record straight here, okay? All right, so obviously this all comes down to this whole debt ceiling issue. Seriously, I don't want to sit and go on and on about that. I've talked about it a few times here over the last couple of days, so I'm not going to break it down in a ton of detail. We know that they're still negotiating about into details, and there's a lot of drama around it, okay? I can make another dedicated video talking about that at some point, but let's just leave it at that for now. All right, so we know that there's this debt ceiling issue, okay? In the event of a default, okay, which, by the way, that could be like I don't know, in a week and a half, something like that, based on what they're currently telling us right now. The Treasury is burning through cash very, very fast, something that they're really good at doing. Anyway, so in the event that we come into a default here in this country, now again, this would only be in the situation of a default. If we actually default as in the Treasury does not have enough money to pay the bills for the federal government, well, then we're going to get into a situation, okay? So now the big question is, are payments going to be ending or just delayed? Seriously? Okay, anyway, let's talk through the details about this because I've been seeing this so much in the headlines, okay? Number one, will checks be stopping? No. Simple answer is no. I've talked about this like 3 other times in videos here over the last, I'm going to say, 2 weeks or so. It all comes down to the law that was passed in 1996, Section 1145, protecting Social Security and Medicare trust funds, okay? Look it up. I've talked about it before in other dedicated videos here on the channel. I'm not going to get into the details about that because I've talked about it before in other videos in great detail, but it simply says they have the obligation, in other words, obligation meaning they must, the obligation to continue paying out benefits to Social Security beneficiaries in the event of a default, which, by the way, the trust fund as of right now has enough money in it to send out benefits for about 2+ years with no debt ceiling deal. They have plenty of time. They have plenty of money. Don't worry about benefits ending, okay? That's number one. Next, benefits being delayed. Okay, seriously, this is what they're now saying. Okay, let's talk through the details about this. This is a little bit of a gray area, okay? I'm going to be real with you. It's a gray area. Depends on who you listen to, depends on what you look at, depends on which research you do about this. You get different answers. Some people say, yes, by all means, payments could, in the event of a default, be delayed, okay? And we've been hearing this out of a lot of people recently saying, oh my, we got to do something about the debt ceiling because if we don't, payments are going to stop. Nope, payments are not going to stop. Payments may possibly be delayed. It depends, okay? That's why it's a really tough area here. It's a really gray area, okay? Let me tell you what this breaks down to. So here's what it comes down to. Basically what they're saying is that in the event of a default, they would not essentially have the personnel, like the so-called man and woman power, to like get these checks distributed to the beneficiaries. However, let me ask you this. Do they manually send out these payments or are these payments sent out electronically automated? They're sent out automatically. It's an automated process. So I guess I'm really curious about what do we need people for? The people don't have anything to do with the distribution of payments. It's all automated, right? It's all computerized. It's just boom, you get your payment this day. It goes out automatically. We don't have somebody sitting at a computer typing in numbers and saying, okay, Bob gets a check and John gets a check and Mary gets a check and Marilyn gets a check today. We don't have that. Does not happen, okay? So it's all automated. It's all computer. So I guess I'm really curious why this would have a delay in that, okay? But they're continuously saying, oh, we could have a delay if the debt ceiling is breached and if we default. Okay, now here's one other thing I want to throw out there. Maybe like paper checks would be delayed, but then again, that's also an automated process. It's all machines that do that stuff, okay? So where the human aspect comes in on all this, that's kind of the big question mark, okay? So that's kind of what do I want to say? That's kind of like the thing that they're selling right now. The people that want the debt ceiling deal done immediately and figured out and stuff like this, this is kind of the scare tactic that they're selling right now, which is, look out, payments are going to stop and end and be delayed. Okay, maybe, okay? Well, the deal is nobody really has a solid answer for if payments are going to be delayed, how much? Are they going to be delayed like a half hour, like 3 days, like a day, like a week, a month? What are we talking here? Nobody really has the answer to that. I've done a bunch of research. I've done a bunch of digging on this, trying to find out how much would the delay actually be. I can't find anything solid on this. I find some things where people say, oh, they could be delayed a couple days. I've seen other answers saying they could be delayed a couple weeks. I've seen answers saying, well, it depends. If we're shut down and there's this default happening, we could be looking at months of delays. I don't think so. I highly, highly doubt that. Excuse me. Maybe that was awkward. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Anyway, Sorry, I would say this much. In the event of any delay of payments, I mean, seriously, this is how ridiculous this is. I'm sitting here choking up in the video, you know what I mean? It's that bad, okay? I would not anticipate any type of delay in payments being distributed. If they are, maybe a day or two, maybe, I don't know. But again, we won't know that until the time comes. And it seems like nobody out there recognizes what this is actually going to look like. It seems that nobody has the answer to this. Based on what I'm finding anyway, I'm seeing answers all across the board, anywhere from a couple days to a couple months. I don't think so. Could you imagine, as a fixed income beneficiary, you wait for your check. When your check rolls in, like, you need that money right away, right? It's like very important stuff. I mean, a 1 day delay could be the difference between eating for a day or two, right? I mean, seriously, it is that severe right now. If we had a couple week or a couple month delay on these payments, do you think that would fly by anybody? I don't think so. There would be major uproar. This does not happen. I just cannot foresee that happening. Maybe a day or two, maybe. I don't really know. But again, we won't really know that. According to what I've been reading on this, everything that I've been researching on this, it looks like nobody really has the answer to it. Anyway, I'm going to say this much. I've said it before like 50 times in other videos. Please don't worry about it. They're going to come together on a deal. They will come together on something. We will not default here. Most likely, okay? Obviously, I can't promise anything. I have no clue what they're going to do here, but I would highly anticipate they will come together on a deal simply because that's just what they do, right? They're going to break this thing down to the last minute. I've been calling this for months now. I've been saying they will shake this thing down. They will draw the clock down on this thing to the very last minute before they come together on a deal. I said that like 4 months ago, and here we are, last minute, okay? So anyway, hope this offers a little bit more clarity on this, and I hope it offers a little bit more peace of mind on all this. Again, I know this is kind of a tough time right now, and I know a lot of people are worried about their benefit. But again, that's why I've been talking about this a little bit more lately. Generally, I would not talk about this much, but I know that there's a lot of fear out there. There's a lot of scared, beneficiaries who are wondering about their checks. I'm going to say it again. Please don't worry about it right now. Please do not lose sleep over this. Do not, get worried about this. Not right now, okay? There's just no need to. Like I said earlier, there's the law that was put in place back in 1996, Protecting Social Security and Trust Funds Act. They have the obligation to pay the benefits out. They have to. Does that mean that they can do it a day or two delayed? Well, technically, that's the gray area, and technically they could if they wanted to, and if they, kind of wanted to prove a point, I guess they could. But why? It's automated. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would something that's automated be delayed? It's a robot. It's a computer. It has nothing to do with humans. I don't know. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on anything going on right now. But again, I hope this offers a little bit more peace of mind right now. And again, if you have not done so yet, make sure to check out that 14-day free trial with the link right down below the video in the description or at the top of the comment section from the sponsor. And again, they're offering this exclusive 14-day free trial for all of you here in the community. Awesome stuff. A huge thank you to them for extending that out to those of you. And again, when you do, make sure to take that screenshot, send it over to me, and I'll feature it in an upcoming video and give you a shout out just like I did here in this one for those people that sent those emails over. Again, a lot of weird stuff going on out there. We got to protect ourselves with everything going on. Anyway, enjoy your day. Check out the links down below, subscribe down below, share the video, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later.